Hello guys, how are you doing? This is my face. I'm with my trusty sidekick, the driver, which is actually not here. But so this game probably going to last a while. It's going to be interesting to see who can actually survive it to the end. Obviously, being the Joes, you can still win it as a solo. I'm going to be breaking it down to maybe explain the game a little bit to you as well, for those who are a little bit new to the actual game. So when we're going to be switching over to the map as well, the plane's going to be going across. We're going to be seeing where people are going to be dropping off across the map as well. Obviously, we've got a few favorite teams here that people are going to be wanting to win, but only one people can win, so it'll be interesting to see what you guys' opinions are on that. We can see the guys up on stage whilst we wait to go into this. There's obviously been a new patch out as well in the game, so there's a new gun, which is completely overpowered. There's also fog. I don't think we're going to be playing with that, though. There's also certain close ends. Seems like the server might be a bit delayed, but whilst we're going into that, we can also obviously explain that the first whole, like 10 minutes is basically people looting, trying to find some gear to be able to actually win the game on, but it's always going to be a little bit difficult when obviously you're going in and there's some randomness to the loot spawning. But nonetheless, obviously here, a selection of people. I think there's about 86 people selected across the whole of the venue as well. So some random people, not just the celebrities that are going to be in this as well. So if the celebrities lose to a random pair of people from the actual event, it'd be quite interesting. There you go, going to be able to get his AK on him as well. So you can actually get that in the game, the AKM. Quite good, good gun as well in there. Usually used for close quarters and mid-range as well. You can use it far, but the accuracy goes off quite a bit as well. So yeah, it's always quite a danger to use that. Obviously, we got the multiple snipers and the care packages as well for people to go into, and you can get the pan and game. So if we find and see some kills happen with the pan, that would be absolutely fantastic. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah, shake your fist up. Is he actually going to be able to punch someone to death though? That's going to be the real question. Are they going to land at school? We're going to be seeing the sort of massacre there, or are going to be landing over towards Waterworld? I see loads of you here. I mean, this is much bigger than last year. Absolutely fantastic to see it so full. Obviously, we didn't have this hall before when I was obviously casting CSGO last year. I'm going to be casting CSGO tomorrow again, and I'll be with my partner, Danny. Make sure you stick around for that as well. It's going to be the semi-finals and the finals kicking off about 11 a.m., about 10 o'clock maybe. Getting those selfies in there as well. So looking rather cool. Rather dashing. He hasn't got his AK on him though. I'm glad to see we haven't actually seen any dabs happening yet though. Server has started up though. No dabs for that. Carcass, what are you doing on stage? Some girls on stage as well. Always good to get them involved. Hopefully they'll actually win the match as well. Bobbing up and down, getting that excitement. And obviously we're going to be doing this about HyperX, going to be able to provide all the keyboards, all the mice. I think even the mice mats as well for us across all the computers. So it's actually thanks to them. So we should be going live into the map any moment with some PUBG, which is PLAYERUNKNOWN'S BATTLEGROUNDS. And I think it's actually currently sold over 1.1 million copies worldwide, and it's still in early access. The game is crazy. It's got a long way to go. We previously saw massive prize pools happening over ESL in Cologne. Actually, no, it was at Gamescom rather. So you can see, obviously, Greta trying to look at the screen, see what she's got to do. Here she's a bit of a noob, doesn't really know what she's doing, trying to get those chicken dinners, but not really being that successful. I do know her team's a little bit fishy, because I think she's got, a teammate called Bass in there. We'll see. Carcass going to be trying to win this one out as well. He's got some sharp aim in CSGO, but he is known to whiff a few shots with the AWP, so it's always going to be quite difficult for him to be able to do that. So we'll be switching over into the actual map view in about 10 seconds, where I can actually show you and talk to you about where they might want to land, where they don't want to land as well, because obviously a lot of you might not have even played this game. It is quite expensive, and it's also quite new, and it also demands quite a lot from your PCs. But nonetheless, without discretion, I think we should be going in, no? Maybe not. Still going to be watching them in the beginning zone. An M24 in his hands there, some fists, trying to punch someone in the face. Obviously no damage could be done here. 15 seconds until we go into the map here, guys. And that's where we can actually get some of the action underway. And a lot of it is about the narration, the storytelling of the players, and not all of them. We'll be looking to pick about 5, maybe 6 players or teams out of the whole lot of them to be able to tell them. And here we go. This is the map, guys. The plane should be coming across any moment. They can break it down from there. You can see them still in the top right corner. And there you go. They've actually disappeared. The plane is going to be looking to come in from which direction? I'm going to bet it's going to be coming just straight from the south. Directly up. No, it's actually going to be going in from the east out towards the northwest there. And now this has got interest. This is actually going to cut off a lot of the map. You see the military zone. People can land over there, but they're going to have to fly a long way, because in this game you jump out of the plane and you have the parachute to your next zone. So the most popular areas, probably Pachinki. I mean, why not? Everyone loves a good shoot up there. There's Rožhok, which is a fantastic area as well. Georgopol, Stoba, the new town as well, Kamashaki, they'll probably go there as well. But most likely, Georgopol, going to be very busy. As we look to zoom in, we're actually going to be watching a few players potentially drop down on our screen here as they go in. But we're going to have a little bit of an overview here of the crates. And we can actually see, well, those containers actually do provide really good loot, but they're also very dangerous to be able to go to. But we are going to be seeing a lot of players spreading out and potentially not even going there. We might see one of us go down over towards Georgopol. But if we have a look down over towards Milta Power, we should see a few teams drop in towards the map as well. The place right next to Milta Power, if we get there eventually. Maybe not. But we are just going to be zooming out. You can see them floating in. No one's really landed yet. They're going in for those long shots. Obviously, there's going to be a channel in between the islands for them to go into. We've got Milta down below us. It seems like only one pair are going to be going down there to try and loot up as well. And it's actually a really good area to loot. I mean, over towards Georgopol, we can see multiple people landing as well. And you can see there is some graphical lag. But, you know, it's an early access game, so it's to be expected here. Some lovely tree graphics that we can see. No sheep yet, though. Some lovely water graphics as well as we zoom out and have a look over Georgopol as well. Again, over the crates, but I don't think anyone's actually landed. Not yet, but they have landed on the north side of Georgopol. Now those buildings over on the other side of Georgopol, on the north side, they vary in size of loot. I mean, the bigger ones actually hold less loot, so you're better off just going in for the smaller ones, because in the bigger buildings, you're going to have to go a further distance to be able to get some actual guns. And here, we can actually see a little bit of a potential confrontation. Armus is going to be up above, and he's actually going to be joined by Yanali. So they're going to be on these two buildings. You can even see that as the Hux is going to be sitting on top of that as well. He has got an M16, potentially going to be looking for that damage, but probably not, as they're still going to be looting up these large buildings. You have to cover a lot of distance to be able to find guns in this area. So shotgun, M416 in one hand, M16 in the other, but no real firefights going on yet. The real reason for that is because it is just the looting phase of what we're going to be going on to in here, because everyone has to get out loot. You have to get your backpacks, you have to get your pans, you have to get some guns as well, and potentially a scope if you're lucky as well. So we actually have seen a little bit of firefighting going on here. Are we going to be able to catch it in time? It seems like GameOn and GameOn 5, GameOn 4 have maybe done some damage. Maybe they're flashing for no reason. Who knows? Maybe we won't look. If we have a little bit of a zoom in on them, we might just be able to see what they're looting. It seems like they have actually killed a few people here. We won't be able to find out who those were, but it does mean that multiple people, like a whole duo, a whole set are actually going to be out of the game. He's actually picked up that AK-47 as well. Hope that is the cosplayer on stage who's finally going to be able to pick up his AK. We'll see. But as going into the next stage, we are going to have to see people trying to run into the white circle you see on your screen there. And it's going to be a little bit difficult for people. If you look up to the top right over towards Kamashaki, near Stalba, there's going to be people trying to run all the way down. They're going to be trying to pick up a car, see if they can run inland. But nonetheless, that's going to be where the real firefight is going to happen in the next zone, when multiple people start clashing and maybe even driving into each other as well. So as we wait for that to happen, obviously we're going to be wanting to see them load up with gear. So over towards the military base here, over towards the silos, we can see one of the cars actually driving past in the Dacia. I think that's how you say it anyway. He's going to be looking to potentially maybe loot up a little bit further, but they have to be careful. First loot package, and if we press I on this, we should actually be able to see what goodies are inside. Remember, there is some new loot in this as well, the Mini 14, which is a fantastic AR, but it's sort of classified across them in the Groza and the level 3 helmet. Fantastic loot. The Groza being, it's actually classed as a SMG, but it uses the 7.62 magazine, and you can put it on auto fire, and it's probably the most damaging gun at the fastest rate. And whoever can get that would be fantastic. It doesn't look like there's anyone around them, though, so that's not going to be the case. We have a look over towards northern Georgopol once again. We should be able to see the teams potentially clashing there, but they are going to be just outside the zone, so they're going to have to cross it. We have seen a little bit of damage coming out to Dishen then. I think Sponsoris. What's he doing? He's actually going to be loading up his M16 there. He's got no attachments for it. It's going to be a little bit underwhelmed here as he's looking to cross over the road, loot up another building. Remember, these small buildings hold up a lot of loot, especially compared to the big ones where you have to run around so much to be able to actually loot anything at all. Nonetheless, we actually haven't seen a little bit of firefight coming out here. It's going to be GameOn 4, GameOn 5, going to be going up against Fizz Awal, if that is his name. He's going to be running for the hills here. He has been tagged, but in the same instance, he has actually done a lot of damage. I think his teammate has fallen, so he's going to be left to play this out as solo, and it's still easily possible for him to be able to win this. GameOn 5 and 4, they have to be careful. They're on so low HP. It could just be a couple of bullets there. I mean, 2 bullets on GameOn 5 could take him out, single bullet to the head. could finish them off as well. But they're going to be able to make their way away. I don't think they've really got any medical gear here, so they're not going to be able to heal up. Seems like they've got some stim, so they heal over time, but no first aid kits or med kits there to be able to heal up quickly. We actually have got a player here going to be using the micro Uzi in one of the buildings as well in close quarters. Back onto the map, though, we are going to be seeing people rush in as the blue circle will be descendant on them. We have seen multiple people with a few different levels of scopes, from the 4x, 2x, even an 8x out there on one of the snipers. And getting up one of the actual silencers for the guns is such a huge advantage. You can really just shoot people without them even hearing where you're from. They're a little bit broken on that side because they're so overpowered, but if you can get your hands on them, there's a little bit good sort of advantage. So if we go back on, we should actually be able to see a few players clashing it up in a few seconds as they move across from Georgiapol downwards, and also from even Yasnaya, they're going to have to move as well. But in the meantime, they are going to be looking to loot up as much medical gear as possible. It's going to be quite difficult to be able to survive if you haven't got anything. If you've only got 20 bandages, you're pretty much screwed. So apparently none of you can actually hear anything from in-game. So I'll try and actually, I'll try and make some gun noise for you as well. So the pew-pew, pow-pow, maybe some shotgun blasts as well going to be going on. Maybe some pans hitting on the heads as well. But nonetheless, as we go on here, if I can actually go back and actually see the map, it would be quite useful. But we'll see. And the drop hasn't actually been touched yet, which is quite interesting on that front. So we actually can see a large population going to be moving in from Pachinki into the center of the map, and they're going to be looking to close in towards these buildings and really just trying to see what they can actually sort of achieve here, as it is quite sort of difficult to be able to move from that area. We are actually going to see a team drive on right next to Fitzwell. I'm not actually sure if they're on the right same team, so if we go in, we might actually be able to see some firefights going on in Pachinki, as some shots are ringing out. Carcass and his teammate Tank there going to be looted up as well. On the outskirts, there's going to be another team, the red team you can see out there in the distance as well. So not too many people actually going to be challenging in this area. So like I said, it was actually going to be into more the sort of center of the circle, maybe a bit off it as well. But it seems like they have gotten a car. North Georgiapol back here again. Finally going to be seeing some firefights coming out, some shotguns blasts going out. The micro Uzi on Arnax as well. We're going to be seeing for first hand the double barrel. The S686, I think, right, if I'm right in saying. It's going to be the Herx with that gun. Going to be trapped in the building with the partner, whilst these two players are going to be going outside, looking for the way, and Dashan and Rapalais looking to try and find the way into these buildings to be able to actually try and find the frags. It's going to be quite difficult because they're going to have to weasel them out of those buildings, but the blue will do just that for them as they try to move on through. And as we're going to be seeing, obviously, from the view on here, we actually do see a dead body next to a car, next to a bike. That's a little bit unfortunate when that happens. Crash your bike, you are going to die. And you can see these players on top of the buildings as well, trying to find some extra loot up there, but it's going to be quite difficult. And remember, guys, this is going to be a slow start to the game. This is how this game runs as we try to push on through. So you can see him obviously looting up a body, a little bit slow. It's a little bit casual, looting up here. He might get shot in the back whilst he's actually looting there. Hello, Greta. How you doing? You still throwing the game? So we're going to be going through and potentially going to be skipping back over towards the map and see if anyone's actually going to be able to pick up the sort of loot crate there. No, not yet. So back to the action here. Is that in Georgiapol? Yes, we are. Are we going to be able to get away? That's going to be the real question. Some lag coming in. Signatus is going to be able to take down one, or maybe that's actually his teammate. I can't tell here, but it's actually going to be out towards Milta. There are some firefights going in. Some people are going to be downed and out of here. So it's going to be Darius, who has actually taken him out with the Mini. That gun is just so overpowered. He's going to be picking up his buddy here as well. If we zoom in on him, we might be seeing him actually look to return fire. It's actually going to, I think, actually return the fire and actually saved his buddy in the meantime. So he's going to be using the med pack. And his buddy, I think that's actually an 8x on a Scar, not always the best one, especially when your friend has a Mini with a 4x on. And that gun is new addition, very little recoil, very little bullet drop as well, so you can shoot far and fast as well. Just spam the gun. It's an upgraded version of the SKS, so you get a chance to grab it, take it. Signitus here, though, is going to be left alone in a 1 versus 2 situation. The shot's coming out. He's going to get taken down. And that's going to be the frag coming in. The player actually failed the jump through the window. That's always a little bit of an embarrassment. Now you can't use the binds. And you can see the blue circle around the edge is actually going to be looking to come in here. I should be able to push these last few players back in towards the white circle and cause some more conflicts. In the meantime, we actually have got Greta Sweet and Bass over camping into this building. And that's right next to the... Actually, is that near Pachinki? I think that is right next to Pachinki there. And what are they doing? They're just going to be camping those buildings, waiting for some players to try and push past them. So, you know, that is actually just right next to the buildings next to Milta. They actually got about 3 different teams near them, so there could be some conflictions coming out soon. Greta Sweet has actually got the SKS on her. I think she's got 4 times on it, so it's not looking so bad. From the north there, I think that is, or maybe in the south, we have got Ricky coming up onto their sort of position as well. So we should be seeing a conflict in this area very shortly. And this is going to be a key point of contention. If they can take this frags, they might actually be able to loot up, get some extra healing, might actually be able to get some points for those kills as well. 72 people left alive so far, guys. Greta trying not to potato it as well. But that might just be a bit too much to ask. But nonetheless, going to be looking around the grounds. Obviously, lovely here. Going in for the pan and zoom here. Ricky and his buddy going to be staying in these buildings. But guess what, guys? These buildings aren't inside the circle, so they're going to have to run inside. They're going to have to run past each other. Ricky is going to have to go past them. They've got the advantage here, but further inland, we actually have got GameOn, and then a bit further in there, we have got some contention going on in between maybe two huts here. It's actually going to be one building over there, another one. They're actually going to be driving away, so no sort of confliction there. I think they've got a Tommy gun, which has recently been added to the general loot spawn as well. We should be seeing the firefight coming out between Greta Sweet and Ricky soon. GameOn 5 and GameOn 4 should be chiming in as well, right next to farm area as we look to jump in here, and some firefights should be chiming in, but I can't actually see the screen. And they're going to be looking to take the shots, and no looking at the screen, mate. Put your AK down. And now we're going to be seeing the concentration on these players' faces. A lot of them have died already. A little bit disappointing. Can't really see what's going on. He's actually got a holographic on his gun. Obviously, the League caster should probably stick to actually playing League. Not going to be able to play PUBG as successfully here. So we have got GameOn 4, GameOn 5. Remember, these guys are right next to Greta Sweet, so the firefight should be coming in. They should look up. They should see the players, but they're completely blind. Remember, this is in first person, so it's a lot harder. But you can see Ricky coming over the defilade there. Might just get spotted by these 2 players who are out on the balcony, but maybe not. Greta Sweet a little bit delayed in coming into this zone, so it's going to be a little bit hard here as we zoom in on these players. They have spotted them out, I think. Actually, no, they haven't, because they're just still standing up. They just don't care. They might just see them now. No, they keep looking away in the wrong direction. You can see them looking at them, trying to find them, and they've actually going to be going into the open, so some shots are going to be popping out here. He's going to be looking to spray on them. Is he going to take shots? If he is, he's actually missing, so he's going to go full potato. So the jump down has happened. GameOn 5, GameOn 4 going to be on the chase here after these players, chasing up behind them, and they have the advantage because these players have no idea these 2 players are going to be coming up behind them. So the nice flank coming up should happen out any soon. Or maybe in these situations, it's always very difficult. I mean, do you go for the fight? Do you not? In most situations, don't go for the fight. Live to another day. This is a last man standing game. If you're last man standing, you win. Generally speaking, anyway. In a lot of tournaments, obviously, there's points per kills. On this one, it isn't. It's about that pride, about being able to get that pan. Any of the streamers going to be able to get alone. We're actually going to be able to see a few streamers driving in on a few sort of buggies and bikes in there as well. Some crossing the bridge as well from the military island. Fitzy Owl. There you go. Fitzy Owl. I'll go with that one. He's actually going to be alone in that hut. His teammate was dropped. He has no healing. He is going to have the M16 with the holographic on top of it as well. This is a burst fire or single fire gun. Most players just tend to use it on the single fire mode and try and tap away with it. These cars, driving in separate ones as well, always very useful. If you're driving the same car, if it gets blown up, that's you done. Next circle has been called on the map as well. So we are going to be able to zoom in, try and find some points of contention here as players are going to be getting into a tighter and tighter zone. So there's going to be more and more conflicts as we go in here. So along this sort of the airstrips here, we're going to be seeing multiple cars. That's actually 3 cars in almost the same place next to Darius. Nonetheless, they're going to take a look over towards you guys and see what you think on who's going to be able to win this one out. It's still obviously quite a slow one on here, but not slow for one of the players here rushing in with the buggy, trying to get inside the zone, I'd imagine. As we look to see the blue close in, but it's still got another minute to go until that closes in. Another bridge. There should be some camping going on here from these 2 teams on either side of the river. We actually have 2 players, 2 teams rather, over towards North Georgia Pool, ready and waiting to try and get inside this zone. It's going to be quite difficult. The crate area in Georgia Pool is still inside the circle, so they can still camp this for now. But moving on, it's going to be quite difficult. But look at this. They might actually find a kill, and the Izzy runs him over. Embarrassment. That's going to be one of the players taken out, just run over, and the other one is eventually just going to die. So that is going to be the first car kill we see on stream tonight. Ricky and Euphontius going to be looking to come up behind them as well. They might just be able to kill them whilst they loot, which would be a little bit of an embarrassment. They do have the Mini, rather, the Mini 14. They might be able to do those long-distance shots. A single shot to GameOn 4 would take him out, but I don't know if they've even realized he has spotted him. He's going to be looking to go in for the shot. He's in the open. He hits him. He's going to drop him as well. Look at that gun. The ferocious shot's coming out. He's going to finish him off as well. He doesn't want to give him another chance. That is him out of the match here. And their teammates, they don't quite realize there's another one. There's GameOn 5 in this distance, probably looking to take the shots here as well. If they're not careful, he has got the scar. But has he got any scope? I don't think so. I think he's a little bit limited on that. So he's going to have to run away, leave his teammate's body in disgrace and run away, as there's nothing he can do in this scenario. Live to fight another day. But what a fantastic scenario we saw break out there. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Darius. Is that Darius dead? That can't be Darius. Hold the door. Kalinka, though, Kalinka's in the game as well. What are you doing? Takes out GameOn 3. We can see in the bottom left with a mini, but it's going to be Darius fighting in that area as well, if we go off the map. Is he actually going to be fighting tank? I think they're on the same team into that area. We are going to be seeing Tanzas and Domatis coming in as well, but they're going to be on UAZs, and they're going to be driving away. If we have a look at this chase, we might see some shots coming out from these two players in these buildings, but they might just be able to get away without getting shot. No, look at this. Tanza is going to get dinked. He's going to be tagged down very low to half HP, just below, actually. His teammate has stopped in the building quite close to Mata. He's going to be looking to go in for the firefight. Maybe he was actually just going in for the loot, but he has to be careful, because if he gets shot once in the head, that's potentially him just dead to the world, and his teammate would have to try and save him, and I don't think that's really going to be that possible as they go further on into this. So Darius is going to be left alone as Dimitri's going to be run away. Karma there in the bottom, over towards the left-hand side, was just camping the building. Doesn't want to get found out too much. See Greta Sweet going to be going in for more looting, a little bit of greed there, but they did make it into the next zone, so they are going to live to fight another day as a team. They did say before this match that they weren't that great and they thought they were going to lose, but so far so good. They're going to have to run in now, though. The circle is closing in, so that's going to be people having to close in. They might actually just try and sit outside the circle and heal up, but that's a little bit of a cheap tactic. I don't think they will, though. Kalinka, we can see him over towards school. They have actually taken over that as well. Over towards the river here near Georgepol. We actually do have a few players going to be chiming in. Look at this. Dabo, he's actually just going to be hiding in the grass, peeking up. Remember, this is in first person, so it's going to be very hard. Spots out one, takes the shot, misses it. He's going to be whiffing, but he's going to hit the shot. He has to hit one more, and he can down him. They don't know where he is. He's got the silencer on it, I think. No, they're just a little bit dumb. They don't know where he is. He's missing every single shot, going full potato. Is he going to be able to hit him? Takes him down, but the teammate of him might just be able to get the revenge frag. I'm not so sure. He has to run into the circle now. The pressure is now on his shoulders. He takes down one player. Arnex needs to try and find that revenge frag, but he's still in the circle. Going to have to play it a little bit safe there as Dabo makes a way and gets away with murder. Another few packages have dropped, but nonetheless, we are going to be seeing a few people try and cross the bridge here. We have got some bridge trolls here, the keepers of the bridge. Going to be looking to keep it nice and safe. So next circle has been called out. We can see exactly where that's at. And it's going to be even smaller, and it cuts off Pachinki completely, and it's going to be ending over towards Gatka. And that's going to be quite a vicious circle as well. It might end up in a field sort of ending where a lot of people are going to be lying around, trying to sneak around as well. Tryhard J. What a lovely name at GameOn. They're going to be driving straight over towards these players in this hut who are going to be looking to jump out here and try and take some sprays maybe. And they don't actually do too much. I don't blame them. I don't think one of them even has a helmet. I think one has a level 2 helmet, one has none. It's a little bit dangerous. GameOn are Bowsers, and I think that's how you say it. And I've been told that's actually watermelon in Lithuanian maybe? But they are going to be running across. They have actually got Dacia there, but look at the Karma. He's going to be in this hut. He's going to be ready and waiting for them, but everyone hates these huts. They might just chuck a grenade in there, and he could be dropped if we go outside that. I think they have dropped into the, into the drain here as well. So they're just going to be looking to use this for cover as teams look to descend in onto the final few circles here. Mr. Clock Cosplay here, going to be seeing a player. That's his teammate. Doesn't shoot him. That's always good. Never good to shoot a team kill there. So these two teams here should be colliding any moment here. Fitzwell, I thought his teammate was dead. Maybe maybe that's not actually his teammate behind him. I thought he died earlier on, but maybe not. Maybe we are going to actually see them chime in here as they're looking to charge against each other. One has a double barrel, one has an M16. They're going to be lining up against each other. We can see the red team lining up against this sort of white-colored team. Can't really quite see, but actually I've got Fitzwell going to be running up. Why they are obviously on the same team here. Or at least I would hope they are, because if they're not, that'd be a little bit awkward. But Visigoda, Jurg, going to be looking to hold over towards the edge. Are they going to be able to get over that line? Some shots are going to be coming in towards this building, some high pressure. It's actually multiple teams. We're going to be seeing GameOn 7 with the, oh, I can't even see what that is. A Vector, he's got no bullets, so going to have to go for the reload. Pulls out the auto shotgun. not the best weapon. We're going to be seeing both teams try to revive their teammates. One of them should have rushed them. They have failed in this scenario. He's wearing the red jumper as well. We're going to be seeing Havan's rather going to get picked up. He's going to be able to go heal as well. He's got a shotgun. Mr. Urtes there has actually got the Tommy gun. He might be able to do a lot of damage. It's a really good close quarters gun. You can't put a scope on it or anything, or a red dot. So it'd be very difficult to shoot at long range, but nonetheless, they're going to be camping in this building together. They've actually got them trapped. The top team could actually jump through the window at the very top and Calax on them, but look at this, another team coming in from the sides. This is going to be even bigger point of contention if they really want to, so they should be looking to duke it out here and see who's going to be able to win. It's going to be quite difficult. Look at this. Door is going to get blown up. He's missing the shots, and he's going to get taken down. That's the whiff coming in. One player's already going to be down inside the building, though. He's going to get finished off by the Tommy gun. He's going to look to pick up his teammate. He's got very low HP, and he is exposed here. He has to be very careful trying to go in for the scenario. He's all going to be down to one player. Lulz trying to take it up against these two teams that are inside this one building. And he's hungry. He wants that revenge. He wants to get the kills. He's peeking into all the windows, and eventually he's going to be able to peek into the right one, but so far, not so good. He actually has got the M416, and he's going to drive away. Live to fight another day. That's exactly how he should play. It's a well played to him. Even if he did lose his teammate, he rushed in there a little bit too soon. He's not going to be able to survive this. A GameOn 7 and GameOn 6 are up above in the top floor of that building. Not trapped. They can jump up the top, but it doesn't seem like they are going to. If we have a look, I think they are going to be going in for a firefight again any moment. But it's going to be very difficult. We can obviously see a lovely clip on on the end of his gun there, magazine. Not so good. Look at this, though. GameOn 7 going to be looking to push down, but thinks better of it. He's like, what do we do? What do we do? Do we wait up here? Do we carry on camping? No, you run. You take it like a man. You rush in and you just blast them away with your gun. Still going to be a little bit slow here. We have got a few teams just fighting off here. I don't think they're on the same team. Look at that. Makala going to be able to take him down, and all the loot is his own. They're both for solos, so they're not going to end up with any sort of real confliction there. And now, remember, these two teams still trying to fight it out. But then a little bit of a Cold War instance there. Not going to be able to move on too much. GameOn 9, GameOn 8 just survived a firefight against another duo, one away. Actually going to be able to pick up the bike as well if they want to push in. We are going to be going over towards Gatka, seeing a little bit of firefight coming in. Players on top of buildings, players in buildings as well. Carolus going to be looking to charge into this building, potentially take out Sir Danny, who's actually a commentator as well. You'll be seeing him tomorrow, I'd imagine, with me. But we are going to be trying to see who's actually going to be able to take anyone down. We have got a sort of a view on a player who's just actually crawling through the floor. Can't really see what he's doing. But inside the building, we actually have seen Carolus take down Sir Danny. I think that's going to be them looking rather happy with themselves, taking over the whole of Gatka, if I'm right in saying. There's no real teams that are going to be able to take that in. So the circle has closed in to another one. Push in forward. The spray is going to be coming out against his guns, but he's only got an AK, no scope, and he's whiffing all over the place. Not going to be able to do any damage here either as they look to rush on through, and they have to be really careful. Making this amount of noise is going to give away their position to all these players charging in. And as I say that, we should see some more firefight coming in. Ricky and his teammate against these players in this building. You can see them going in for the firefight as well, but he's going to have to back off with that UMP hollow sight as well. Has it on full blast. Looking in for those frags, but still going to be very difficult. Tryhard J going to be trying very hard here not to die, as they've just picked up a building each. And in some situations, this is the best instance to do. Don't go in for those fights. Just looking to try and save yourself to the end, try and get a better place. There's still 40 people left alive. Look at this, up to the north. Tons of players going to be looking to charge in here, try and get into the smaller zone and actually be able to survive here, but we should see some movement any moment here. I think they're going to be looking to charge out and actually take the firefights here. I think Tryhard J is actually outside the building, looks to charge a grenade, lobs it off, but where's it gone? Can't quite see. He's also got a pan. Oh, grenade goes off, can't see where it went. A little bit late on that one. But nonetheless, I don't think it did any damage here. It's always a little bit unfortunate, but you have to be so careful with those grenades. If you hit it on the wrong angle, it might just bounce back at you. Some firefights, I think, coming up here over towards the north. Hiccup, what's he doing there? Just lying in the grass, being a little bit of a camper as he looks to push on through. GameOn 8, GameOn 9, looking to go to firefight against Carcass and Tankster. Remember, Carcass, he's got the aim on the AWP in CSGO, but is he going to be able to pick it up into this game? I haven't seen it so far. These two teams going to be duking it out, but Hiccup also on the hill. He's got a teammate behind him, Harrod, going to be looking to firefight against them as well, so they might just have the advantage in this instance. They've got the hill advantage, and neither one of these teams are actually in the zone, so it's really dangerous. He needs to get his teammate up so they can get back in. But I think that's a big ask because they're going to have to make it past multiple teams into this tiny zone. There's no real cover in here apart from a very few buildings. And Yizzy Goda, he's lying down.
He's a snake, obviously, lying down like that. Otherwise, Tankster, Carcass, going to be looking to fight it up here. Tanza, going to be looking to go in. I think Carcass is just going to be backing off here, trying to get into the zone, leaving his teammate potentially alone here. Not sure, but Hiccup is actually going to get taken down. Harrod going to be having to chuck off a grenade. I think it's actually landed a little bit too far. I can't see where he's thrown at because no one's over there. Tanza, though, look, he's running right next to them. What he's doing, he can't see them. He's going to turn, takes down Hiccup, and that's going to be another frag. Harrod still going to be left alive, but Tanza's hungry for more. He's going to be chiming in, looking to go for another. And that's going to be right after Tank, I think, on the edge there, but takes down Carcass. He's on an absolute streak here as he looks to charge in. No more helmet here left for the man. He's also managed to find another frag here, I think. No? Maybe wrong there. We actually have stopped Carcass, who's, unfortunate for him, team come underneath him and just going to be able to finish him off, and that's going to be him out of the game. GG, well played to him, but still, we've got 24 people left alive. Multiple teams here as well, trying to fight it out on this hill. The circle will be closing in 40 seconds. Time is ticking. I think Tankster was actually had taken down Tanza as well. We just missed that, but Harrod is still on top of the hill, so he can help fight for this as well. But none of these teams are inside the circle. They need to be able to try and change their position, and in doing so, they're going to have to go into the open, into the danger zone, as it were. And that's going to be really hard to do, especially if you've not got any proper loot. And you can see some people playing in the bush here. Tankster's like, come to me. I am a bush. No. Oh, look, some shots are actually going to be coming off on him as well, but we're going to be looking to miss it. I can't see what's happening. Where are we at? No, so we are going to be seeing another package land right next to them as well. And Pronoleth's going to be looking to take down Tankster, and might just be the end of him. He's lying in the floor, and he is going to get fragged out, as we did just quite miss that one. But there's going to be another team there looking to take them on in a 2 versus 2 situation. This place is just full of death. And you know what? This team on the edge, Energy Creator and Pronoleth have got the advantage completely as they push on through. Well, the other team actually push on through to them, but underneath them it comes another team, and they're going to be in a car, so the advantage on this team who know the car's here, they're going to be looking to go down on them, spray if the UMP takes one sprays, but he doesn't get him, going to get taken down himself, and it's going to be the partner in crime not going to be able to make it happen. As the man clutches it out with a very slither of health here, guys. That is a well played. Darius going absolute beast mode. Has to be careful not to die from falling here. And we're going to be seeing Cybergus going to be able to make it away with his life intact as well. They're right next to these players. Darius going to be looking to reload, but Cyborg is going to get tagged down here. He's going to get dropped, and what a play coming in from that Mini 14. Turns around, but they're both going to get dropped by Cage there. Just coming in, the Cage XD indeed. As they look to push in, you can see the zone's got even smaller, and it's just even harder for them to be able to do anything in this situation to be able to try and win it. And look at this, we're going to be seeing at the cosplayer, looking at some glorious pictures of himself, you know, as you do. So zone is closing in now. Cybergus is still alive, but he's going to be looking to crawl in towards the circle. Going to be very hard. We've got players coming in here. Last 9 left alive here, guys. I'm pretty sure we've got, what, 4 teams? I think it's actually 5 teams, isn't it? And 2 solos on there, so it might just be the end of these guys as well as they look to push on through. There's no real cover here. There's 1 or 2 buildings, and they've actually been claimed already by a team. And it's actually 1 building within the zone. Oh no, 2. There you go. You can see it right next to it as well. A car just outside, and look at this. There's going to be a firefight coming in. They're not actually inside the zone, but they're still going to be looking to do some damage, and he has been shot at, but this player, Knee, is not going to be able to run across into the actual zone unless he wants to get shot by this teammate inside the building. But his teammate, Alcom, is going to be able to make it in. He's going to be the first one in the actual zone out of all the teams here, as the pressure is now on. Karma looking to come up behind these 2 teammates who are actually in cars, so he could spray them down, but at the same time, giving away his position isn't going to be useful. The circle's closing in, guys. Last 7 alive as we push in here. We're going to be able to see who's the winner. The spray's coming out, but he's whiffing full-on potato mode. Doesn't take down Tryhard J. He's going to be able to make away with his life, but Karma maybe not so lucky, as he is getting sniped there, I think. And he might just get fallen down, but it's a little bit unfortunate. As we go into the final circle, we can concentrate on the in-game here. Tryhard, and going to be able to go up behind it. SKS on Knee here. He's got to reload before he can shoot anyone else. He's not in the circle as well, so he's going to be losing chunks of his health. He is going to be dead to the world. He might be able to take down 1 player, but that is going to be all she wrote, as we're going to be down to the last 6 players here. Last few teams, they're all going to be on the outside. Elcom spots out 1. You can't see him thanks to the multitude of smokes that have landed in. And the final circle is going to be in favor of Tryhard J and Poon. And I mean, you can pretty much say they are going to win this at this point. Another team bites the dust, and it's going to be last 5 left alive. 1 is actually going to be on the floor as well. Elcom to the last slither of his health, but he's going to get taken down behind the tree. And then we're going to be down to the last 4 here. And it's actually going to be a 2 versus 2 scenario here, guys. 55 seconds for him to pick up his buddy and try and push into the middle. Who is going to be able to walk away today? Successful with the pan in their hands as well. They need to be able to chuck down some more smokes. There's one rock they might be able to run to, but that's not the cover you'd really be looking for in this scenario. It's going to be very difficult crossing them in the open. But no, using these cars as cover. Going to be looking to do some damage here. They've taken down one. Tryhard J finding a frag, but not being able to finish him down. Just knocked him down. Fire through the smoke. Might just happen. The shots have to rain out, but they're behind the tree. The cars are now going to get moved, but at the same time, the players are going to be moving inside the circle. Still a 2 versus 2 here, as he looks to pick up his buddy. His buddy's falling down a lot, so the time's going to be in here. Look at the shot's going to be coming in. He takes down one. Tryhard J takes down one. His teammate looking to chime in to the final one. It's not going to happen. GG, well played, Tryhard TJ. And Poland are going to be able to win this out, getting 10 kills in total. Absolutely smashing it out across the whole server. We saw multiple teams with no kills at all, but they won it. That's a fantastic GG, well played to them. They're going to be able to walk away with their pan and their pride intact. As we look through the scoreboard here, we're going to be able to see everyone on here. So you can look at a few embarrassing scores here. 0 kills across the board for so many. What happened here, guys? Where are you at? Where's Greta at? Did she die first? Kem, the apparently 100% best person on PUBG in the whole of the Baltics, comes last. That's a little bit embarrassing. But nonetheless, though, we are going to be looking to pop over to the stage in a moment and really congratulate the winners here. See what is going to be able to go on, but that is one of the best ones so far. I mean, one of the first lands to actually happen as well for PUBG. We've only seen about 2 other official ones come out. So, you know what, Lithuania, you're at the front of the stage here. Not many other countries have actually had the opportunity to cast player unknown at Battlegrounds. So, GG, well played to you guys. Obviously, the 2 winners in total got 10 kills. That's fantastic, and it's brilliant to see players actually shaking hands. There's always a little bit of a battle of the pride here. And I think they can all go with their hands held high, including myself, Tom Pickering, a.k.a. Weed from Men. You can find me on Twitter, doing a little bit of sellout there. Greta, I don't think she got a kill either, so a little bit embarrassing for her, but you know, she can always try. Maybe she's better behind the camera instead of the front of it. So we've also got, obviously, the cosplay player there with the AK-47, some team photos going on as well. All looking good, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously, one of the League of Legends casters there as well. We've also got one of the CSGO casters up there. Sir Danny, he might actually be off stage somewhere else trying to find a loot there, but I wonder when these guys are actually going to get the pan, because that pan, it's not quite golden, but it is a pan nonetheless, and the pan is probably the best melee weapon there is in the whole of the game. And I mean, if you can take down someone with that one, it's brilliant. But nonetheless, though, we're going to be looking to get these guys up to the front and wanting to be off camera now. He's had enough. He's had enough. They just want to collect their pans. Or was he threatening me? It's a little bit strange. Nonetheless, though, massive full crowd here, guys. Thank you very much for sticking around. I will be back on tomorrow with CSGO, but currently we're looking to try and award the players here who actually managed to walk away victorious from that game match. And it was a brilliant ending as well, closed in on such a difficult situation, but they used their cars there to be able to cover up their sort of shots as they look to peek in against these players who are trying to run inside the circle. Just kept on getting knocked down. That was really a GG well played right there as they move on through. And a few of the players you might have expected to be able to get a few more kills, Carcass included, who will be playing in the semi-finals tomorrow. He actually got knocked down really early. Well, actually quite early, quite far into it, but not many kills. So his AWP aim really is on point. Hopefully he does better tomorrow and doesn't fail his shots with the AWP. But we obviously did see Kem 4. He was actually at the bottom of the leaderboard. I've been told to mention him a few times, and he got 0 kills. It's a little bit disappointing, mate. I thought a little bit better of you, but nonetheless, see the players chatting away here. You know, nice and casual, as they all are. Carcass, Greta. I'm not quite sure who that is. My bad on that front. But let's get a round of applause for the teams here, guys. They played absolutely fantastic across the match. So we should actually be going over towards a highlight of the actual games, which should be pretty interesting because there are some quite good ones here. There'll be some music along with it. So we'll be popping over to that and going to be able to talk through it as well. There we go. Some highlights of it. Some people, you know, doing their social media, the Snapchats, as it were. League of Legends failure right there. Caster, AK-47 getting handed to him. I think he actually had one in game as well, so it's not too bad. And look at this, the first car kill actually came in and knocked him down. That was a brilliant kill as well. Everyone got hyped up about that. Ricky obviously running in the background as well, trying to get inside the zone. But nonetheless, I don't think they really got too far, Ricky and GameOn 5, GameOn 4. I think they fell short, a little bit short as well. as they push on through. Some more kills going to be coming in. The headshot coming in. It's going to be Francis taking him down. Then GameOn 5 going to be running away. Well, he got taken down as well. You see the little cameras in the bottom left as well, indicating the happiness of getting these frags. Look at this whip. Potato right there. Avan's a little bit disappointing, and obviously the teammate looking to try and chime in. It's actually going to be the Tommy gun just ripping him apart as well. Going to picking up his buddy in the bathroom as well. Probably not the best place to pick people up, but if that's what you're into, why not? So this was a massive sort of place of contention here for the players. And over here as well, actually, this is probably where we saw some of the best fights, where Karkas actually fell down, and Energy Creator going to be, he's just trying, look at these kills. I mean, you've got to give it to him. He picks up one, doesn't pick up the second one. It's all going to be down to Darius here. He actually picks up both of them, spraying them down, using the whole clip from the Scar. Fantastic play from them. They eventually do fall later on there, and it's a little bit unfortunate. It was actually Kaj going to be able to end Slyvargas, who does get taken down in this instance. He actually survives through to the top 4 as well. It makes it to the final 2 versus 2 because his teammate comes from above, takes them out, does fantastic, and we're actually going to see, obviously, our buzzers there. Watermelon dying. Elcom does actually fall down dead. He doesn't actually pick up any kills. Left down to the 4 and 2. 2 versus 2, sorry. Look to see the first kills here. And his teammate, Tryhard TJ's that mate, actually going to be chiming in with the frag. But he's actually going to be coming around the side and going to be able to finish him off. And that is a GG well played right there. We're also going to be seeing some hand shake going on. Some smiles as well from these high clips. Always brilliant there. Nonetheless though, guys, what a fantastic game we've had tonight here on PUBG.